Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Hytale Podcast, the number one source for your favorite Hytale podcasting news, and that's about it. I'm Chris.
True.
Yeah, I'm Chris
I'm
over
Myne.
here. That's mine.
Hello.
Wrong side. I've been gone for a week.
Oh, you got the wrong side.
I
this
got the
time.
wrong
Ooh,
side.
Look at that.
Damn. It's
How
you know,
the
it's
turntables.
Europe brain, right? You know what I'm saying?
We have a lot of things to talk about. We were gone for 1 week and the world exploded in terms of Hytale. What is going on right now, Chris? What are the devs doing at this very moment? Can you elaborate?
I think some of them are probably on a plane right now, and others are like chilling in LA for the first official Highcon. Unofficially, I guess you could say, but it's on like some Twitter post.
Real.
Like literally go on Twitter and search hashtag Highcon. It'll be Hytale developers going to LA basically, which is dope as hell.
Yeah.
So all those haters out there that said Highcon won't exist. Yeah, I mean it's existing before the game started, everybody. So just want to say that.
Isn't that crazy to think about? This is something that we as the community kind of like created because obviously we come from Minecraft. That's where Hypixel Studios comes from, and Minecraft used to have Minecon. So we kind of like
have Minecon?
No, they do like a Minecraft Live.
Oh, that sucks. It's so bad now, isn't it?
So we kind of like thought, hey, Highcon is gonna exist because it's like the same kind of community, and it was always just like a joke, like, oh my god, we're gonna all see each other at Highcon. Highcon is gonna exist. And now it's a real thing. Obviously not in the way that we kind of predicted it to be, a convention, but they are using the name Highcon.
That's the funniest thing.
All of the Hytale developers getting together. They are meeting at Riot Games, and we'll go into that in a bit. But that means that the word Highcon is in their dictionary.
They've heard of it.
That there might actually be a Highcon festival ceremony, whatever.
Yeah.
A convention that we could go to once.
Imagine like a Highcon launch ceremony for the game. That would be so sick. And
that would be amazing. We know for a fact that our developers listening to this right now. Another one just subscribed. Thank you so much. By the way, if you were watching this and you were not subscribed, go ahead and hit that button. We're trying to beat Hytale Spins, which is another topic.
Good segue.
In a later episode. Yeah. If you are listening to this, please make Highcon a thing.
Okay.
Because that means we are visionaries. We also will require a revenue split from that, since we kind of
we didn't trademark it. We should have. Honestly, we really should have.
They haven't trademarked it yet, as far as I
know.
No,
they haven't.
We can still trademark it.
Let's swoop in there. Let's swoop in there like Hytale.
We'll get some of the profits. We'll partner up with the Hytale team and create Highcon, and then everyone watching, you'll get a free ticket because you listen.
We got you. Yeah, the budget for the Hytale podcast is a whopping like 0 right now, but like, you know what, we'll go in the negatives for you guys. That's what we do. That's what we do for content.
We'll buy every single one of you a Highcon ticket.
Yes.
We mentioned Hytale Spins, and I think that's a pretty decent transition. We'll get back to Highcon and what they're doing in LA. Hytale Spins, the most popular Hytale YouTuber, the most prestigious, probably most factual YouTuber,
and arguably one of the best thumbnail creators of all time.
True. Has stolen our thumbnail. This is an achievement.
I'm pumped.
Oh my god. So the second to last episode where John Hendricks talked about the delays not happening, they're on track. Hytale Spins used my thumbnail and their thumbnail and blatantly ripped it off. This is a dream come true, honestly. I think it's a moment of joy. It shows that we made it. It's
like
really awesome.
This will go down in Hytale history. It's a Hytale heritage moment. I think that's like the best way to wrap this up, because Hytale Spins, obviously a goated channel. Hytale Spins creator, if you're even real. We want you on this podcast. We want to interview you. We want to interview you. I don't even know what to call you, what your pronouns are. Honestly, like, what do robots go by? Like, beep boop or something, like I don't know. We want you on the podcast, so hit me up in any of my DMs, Instagram, Twitter, Discord if you're on Discord, email. Our email is like the hytalepodcast@gmail.com or something like that. I think, I don't know, is it?
I don't remember.
Yeah, but either way, you know a way to find us. You're a robot, so like, we want you on this podcast, so please hit us up. We want to interview you. Only good things.
And if there's anyone ever like in the future when we all blow up, if there's ever a story of CanadianFlash or a story of Myne, we need this moment to be in that video.
Because
we need Hytale Spins copying. This is like, you know, the moment we made it.
No, like, remember...
It's all uphill from here.
I remember back in the day, I think it was Hytale Loop, my favorite channel of all time. They copied an intro from one of my videos into their videos.
It was word for word.
Yeah, it was word for word. It was amazing, hilarious. I didn't even copyright them. I was like, screw this is funny. So, like, this and what Hytale Spins have done, oh my god. I love it. I love it.
Hytale AI is amazing. And that's something we'll also talk about possibly in the future. Going back to Highcon, they are meeting up with Riot Games in Los Angeles.
Yes.
Riot Games has a new announcement that was also in the last week. They have a new CEO. I'm going to pull up the announcement. You stall for me so I can get this right.
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking up Highcon on Twitter right now. For some reason, I got this thing called Team Highcon. Usability through scalability. I don't think that's what we're really talking about here, but Highcon, there we go. There's the latest things. I got a filter. I got one of your tweets. It says, what's Highcon though? Is it about Hypixel, the Minecraft server, or Hytale video game, or both? I don't know. Some random Twitter questions going on right now. This is sick, man. I love Highcon.
So, Riot Games has a new CEO. Announcing A. Dylan Jadea, we'll call him Dylan. Dylan is the new Riot CEO following Nicolo, and that's kind of big because, as everyone knows, Riot owns Hytale, or their sister company. I forgot what they acquired Hytale. That's it, right?
Yes, they acquired Hytale. They're like good boy partners, right?
I don't know. Parent company. I think is the name of it.
I think so.
Correct us if we're wrong. Riot is the parent company of Hytale, and that means Riot, whatever happens to Riot, also has effect on Hytale. Now, I don't think the CEO change will do anything in terms of the development, but it could change things in terms of a possible release plan or schedule, or how they want to market the game.
I think that's probably
how they want to integrate their team with the Hytale team. Or nothing could change. We don't know. That's what they're probably talking about this week in Los Angeles. But it's interesting. Riot has a new head, and we'll be looking out for him. There is something very important to mention about this head that I just remembered, that I'm pretty sure it was Hugo or Redunes, one of the two, mentioned that this is a fact about him. Dylan is responsible for the acquisition of Hytale. He was in charge, or something like that.
Is that who the new head is? I don't know the name of the new head.
Dylan is the new CEO, and he was in charge of acquiring, or a big part of acquiring Hytale. So Dylan likes Hytale, obviously, or else he wouldn't have been in charge of, or a part of, acquiring them.
Right.
This is good news because it's someone who sees the vision, and it's someone who will hopefully try to make it the best game out there.
Yeah, and the way I see this, the way that they're going to LA to talk about Highcon in quotation marks. Also, huge shout out to PixieMix-Anna on Twitter, one of the Hytale development, who's actually tweeting this out. Like, respect. If you want to follow the Hytale podcast, that'll be epic. We'll have you on one of these days, maybe the 70th episode after Skilito and the 69th episode. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I see the way they're going down. I don't know. It seems like the dev team recently has been a little more active. Obviously, we had Bootycat on the podcast last week. Noxy had a chat with Connor in...
We'll get to that.
That was in some convention, I believe. What was it?
Insomnia.
Insomnia? Yeah, it was Insomnia. We'll get to that later. If you want to watch Connor's video on it, I think we'll just leave it in the description as well, because he did a good job breaking it down. But I don't see any negatives towards this. Like, if it was a different dev that maybe doesn't like the block game genre or whatever, then that would suck. But this dude Dylan, I don't know who you are, but like, I respect it. You like Hytale, I like Hytale, so I think it's only a dub. And I don't know, maybe
friendship already off of that.
Like, please, like, I'll hit me up. I'll give you a little. We'll interview you on the pod.
Interviewing the Riot
Riot
CEO.
as like a 200 subscriber podcast. That'd be dope. That would be dope. Yeah, but I don't know. I think some cool things could happen. Maybe he'll be like, you know what? Screw it. I'm in charge now. Y'all get full balls to the wall funding or something. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what comes out of this. Hopefully the entire Hytale team isn't under a full NDA. They can't talk about anything about this, but we will see.
I'm sure that's gonna happen. I mean, this is a private meeting. They might show like a picture of them in a boardroom being like, you know,
Hytale. But also, I mean, one of them is tweeting out that they are going to LA for this. So
multiple. A lot of people have already
yes. So there's no NDA that saying that they're going. So I don't know. Now that we know that they're going there, I guess that would mean the community is expecting something to be said after the fact when they come back.
Very true. So Hytale devs are in discussion a lot, and someone was in discussion with a Hytale dev, coincidentally, and that was Connor. Kweebec Corner, as you might know him. He went to Insomnia and met Noxy, the head of Hytale,
CEO,
and the CEO of Hytale, and they had a little discussion. And I'm gonna break the barrier here. Nothing too new happened, but here is the rundown of his video summarized, so you don't need to give Connor more ad revenue. We're gonna summarize it for you here.
Yeah, but you know, Connor, I like Connor. Let's give him some. I'll play his video on repeat for you guys, so you don't.
So to summarize, things are going well, including the rescript. So as you know, they're recoding the game, and Noxy says it's going well. This is kind of the same thing that John Hendricks kind of told us, that things are going well. We're on track. Nothing new here. Nope. They're very excited to show us the gameplay and combat. Also nothing new. This is something that John Hendricks also told us. Keep in mind that Connor talked to Noxy way before the John Hendricks tweet. He only just now brought up the video, so he knew this before all of us. Sneaky little guy.
Connor, you damn bastard.
They have very cool systems in store for creators and creatives. Now, something he mentioned in the video was it's not just YouTubers and streamers that they are going to look out for. Because this is something they talked about at the very beginning of the announcement of Hytale, that they want to serve a broad audience of creators, not just YouTubers and people who make videos, influencers, but also the model makers, the modders, the artists. All of those have a place for Hytale, and they confirmed once again that they want to push all types of creators, not just the ones in front of a camera, which is great to hear, because I know that a lot of artists recently have put out like a...
Eve has put out a cool picture recently.
Yeah, there's more art, but they've also put out like a worry that like, oh, maybe they are only going to push for YouTubers, and maybe we won't get the support that we might need. And this is good affirmation. That's the word. Good affirmation that you guys are still going to get pushed and supported by the team just as much as everyone else will. So,
and deservedly
everyone
so.
making art, keep doing it. They love it. Pushes them forward, and you'll have a place in the Hytale community to grow and expand yourself.
Yeah, and if you're an aspiring creator, like, just start, man. Start. If you want to draw. You want to make music. We're so accepting in this community. Like, if we think you're awesome or whatever, we'll slap you an invite, and you can just come chat with us whenever the hell you want. Like, that's just how the Hytale community works. And all of us, before the Hytale trailer, we didn't know each other. Now we're all good friends. We run a podcast. Connor and Blitz are working together. Like, Exo and Radoons are like homies. So, you know, it's the community that brings people together. It's awesome.
True. Very true. And there's one thing to note, is that they said there may be monetization. That's the word. There may be a monetization effort. Connor specifically did not say there will be. So it's still like, it's not 100% confirmed, but there may be ways to monetize your work, whether it be your art, whether it be your mods, servers, or content. More thing to talk about.
There's so much.
Noxy didn't want to say if anything is coming. They don't want to spoil the surprise, and that makes sense. They will show us. Connor loves this quote. They'll be ready when it's ready to announce stuff. Budokat says this. All of the devs say this. Whenever they're ready to announce stuff, they'll let us know, and we'll know about it. Now, there is a special thing that a few people might not actually know about, and it is the compendium. Long ago, the devs confirmed that there is a compendium, a book, sort of, that was roughly 90 pages long, just of lore. The story of Hytale.
That's long.
And kind of the lore about it, backstories, characters, setting. This is dwarfed by the current compendium. Noxy confirmed that there is so much more added to this. Can't even imagine it, which is amazing to hear. A lot of the people who are into lore, I know, Chris, you're really into the lore.
I do like lore.
This is something
love a good story.
Very excited about people who want to really get into the story and get into the characters that they're gonna play with.
Yeah,
that's exciting to hear.
Did they say how long it was?
I don't think he mentioned how long it was, but considering a 90-page compendium is dwarfed, it is in the big hundreds. So
yeah, I would assume so. What do you think? Like 200 plus now?
I'm thinking 300. Like a full-on book. I think they have a full-on book.
Bro, I don't even think I read a book that long in my life. Like,
200-300.
God, I don't read.
Okay. You made that sound like a flex. I don't know if that's a flex.
No, it ain't no flex. I don't like reading. But I would read a Hytale lore book if, probably in a day. Screw it. I wouldn't leave. I just read the whole thing.
A subathon where you just read.
Dude, I should do that. What? Hey, Noxy, let me hear you. If you send me a copy of the Hytale lore book after I'm allowed to read it, I will read the entire book in a setting on live stream. The entire thing.
Like a 24-hour live stream.
I will go like this and start reading this whole entire lore book and not stop unless I have to take a poop, because
it'll be the official audiobook.
Yeah, the Hytale audiobook. You're gonna hear me like stutter like every 13 seconds, but whatever.
Now, for the big news.
That wasn't the big news.
Connor asked, okay, you told me all this stuff. We kind of knew this. Is there anything you could tell me? Any teensy tiny new fact?
Oh, Connor, you slick
maybe
buddy.
About Kweebecs, since Connor is in fact a Kweebec. If you have not seen his face reveal, it is a literal Kweebec. It's kind of scary to be honest.
Yeah, he's like orange. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Green hair.
There is a new Kweebec life stage. A stage of Kweebec. So we know there's seedlings, there's elders, all of that. There is a new cycle in between that we have not seen.
Burnt?
It could be burnt. That's a good idea.
Burnt? Dead? I don't know.
But I don't know what it could be, because we have pretty much all of the life cycles. I'm assuming it's some kind of adult in there.
Wait. What about like a little, no, we already have a young Kweebec. I was gonna say like a little sprout, but no, that's not.
Yeah, we have a sprout, we have a baby. We have all of those. I think it's somewhere in the adult range that we have a new Kweebec form. It's so exciting to see and hear. Because,
yeah, I'm sure Connor
is the mascot. Yes. Connor is freaking out about this probably to this day, since he is, that's his family.
He knows
it's not my family. It's not my family.
No, it's only Connor's family. But yeah, that's really cool. That's actually.
What? She got a new cousin. That's exciting to hear about.
Yeah, like I'm sure it's weird. Like, it comes out of the middle of nowhere. Just, hey, new type of Kweebec. There you go.
Nonchalantly drops it too. I want to see Connor's reaction to it. I want to see his face, like, they go full YouTuber react face to it.
Yeah, he'll do the Mr. Beast reaction face.
Mr. Beast reaction face to when he dropped it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so cool. I want to hear more information. Like, even this tiny fact gets me so excited,
I know, right? Like, and there's so much Hytale news coming out now. This is the most news we've had since last year when we got a blog post. I love it, man.
And all within the span of a month.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy to think about?
This whole like mid-April to like early May, it's been good. They're cooking right now. They're cooking with fire. Now they're going to Highcon.
They're definitely cooking.
They're going to Highcon, and they're going to talk about things that I want to hear. So, I don't know. Do you want to talk about what they could be talking about?
Yeah, let's theorize a little bit, because they're obviously talking with the new CEO. They're meeting the new CEO, and they're going to show him kind of the updates, kind of what's going on, and get him like in the loop of Hytale today. What else could they talk about apart from introducing the new CEO to everything that's going on?
Yeah. Well, recently they have been talking about things about the lore book and all that. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were to run a copy of the lore of Hytale across the guy. I think that would be really cool. Really get Dylan invested into the story, even though I'm sure he's, like you said, he's already a big old Hytale fan. But now, if he can read the lore, I mean, sky's the limit for his potential. So.
Also, the new combat features is obviously something they're going to talk about. I think any like development progress that they've made, they're going to show off. Do you think any planning for the future is going to happen in this meeting?
I think so. I think that they will probably discuss a little bit about the launch of the game.
I think so too. If not,
talk a lot about the launch of this game. I think it's probably the biggest topic and maybe the main topic that they will be talking about in
launch strategies, marketing, all of that.
Yes. And has the team put out any job postings recently?
There is a new job post. Let me get that for you.
Yeah, I see it. It says Senior Project Manager Gameplay Tech. So, yeah, I don't know, something that
they're getting a lot of senior roles. That's the only.
That also could be what they are talking about there, as maybe they're having trouble finding, these senior people, and maybe Riot has these senior guys, and maybe they're going to run them through, and maybe give them a shot at Hytale.
Oh, sorry. I had to yawn there. Yeah.
I'm boring people.
As you do. You're not the most interesting person, Chris. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, it's Budacat.
Hytale Spins.
Budacat really carries the pod, so.
He did. He promised us he would take over the pod. I don't know why he's not here.
I mean, he's in LA, so that's right.
LA.
Is he down there? I wonder.
I would assume Budacat is going to LA with Noxie and all of them. I mean, he's a big part of the team.
I know. I certainly would hope so. I wonder if Skilito's down there too.
Skilito has confirmed that she's gone.
Oh, yes. Nice. Maybe she'll stream from down there, and then we can raid her stream.
Stream from the Hytale HQ Riot HQ.
That'd be so dope. Right? That'd be dope. What else?
It's a bright future. I think that's it in terms of news. But we've been gone for a while, so I think we need to hit it to the viewer questions.
Yes.
So we don't get behind. If
you
want to submit us viewer questions, join the Discord, link in the description. You can ask us questions. We have a channel. We also have so many channels. We have a meme channel, post your favorite Hytale memes. We have a general that's super booming. It's actually probably one of, if not the most active Hytale chats right now. So if you want to
it's epic.
Join your fellow Hytale fans in discussion about the game, go ahead and join the Discord.
Yeah, and I mean, if you guys really want, we're going to create a role called Before Hytale. For all those who are in the Discord before Hytale, they will get this role. You guys will be the real OGs, and yeah, we love y'all.
Let me find a question. Do you think the creators of Hytale, this is from Lego CAD, do you think the creators of Hytale would make Hytale nowadays with all these new tools Minecraft is adding, like edit mode? Do you think Minecraft might be copying Hytale?
Yes.
Or if Hytale didn't exist, would Minecraft be adding these tools that look like a Hytale editor? No. I'm not familiar with the Hytale editor. I don't keep up with Minecraft updates.
Same. I don't either.
I'm sure they're adding a lot of stuff because of Hytale. I mean,
I see it as no coincidence that when did all these big Minecraft updates start, right? It was around 2017, 2018. And when was the that swimming update, 1.13? What was it?
Long ago, before Hytale.
It was before Hytale. But then, if you look at the updates after they released the Hytale trailer, it pushes Minecraft more and more towards being more similar towards Hytale. So, yeah, I've always said it, and I got a lot of hate for this in the past. I've always said, yeah, they're not exactly copying Hytale, but they are taking inspiration from them, and they're trying to build, I guess, that community, I guess you could say. So once Hytale releases, maybe the OG Minecraft players would be like, well, Minecraft has this, so maybe I don't have to go over. But I don't know, Hytale's gonna have so much more, and Minecraft's not gonna keep up.
Yeah, I wanna hit on the first part of the question. Do you think the creators of Hytale would make Hytale nowadays with these new tools? Minecraft is adding like edit mode, 100%. The problem is not an edit mode. They can create that with plugins or mods. You can make stuff already with Hytale. This is just adding it to the vanilla game. The issue with Minecraft is it's on Java. That's already a huge issue. Java is a very limiting coding language for this type of game, and the way it's coded doesn't allow for freedom. That's the reason that Hytale exists, is because Minecraft is a very limited game, and you can only do it within the realms of the game properties. With Hytale, they can create their own stuff and go beyond that. So Hytale will definitely still exist, even though a world edit style system is in Minecraft.
They also already have a world edit style system in Hytale already, and it looks better than Minecraft. It's got a snapping feature. You can see if you saw one of those videos where the guy's like messing with the lava and all that.
Oh, if you have not seen that video, go check out that blog post. It's incredible.
It looks like far better than anything we have in Minecraft. That's not default. Like, obviously the mods are really good, but I don't even think they compare already, but we'll see. I'm no builder, so I don't really look at most of those mods anyway.
Jimmy the Fish asks, I wonder what additional playable species there will be other than what we've already seen, i.e. fairies, etc. Well, by technicality, every single species in the game is playable because you can turn into every single species in the game. You can turn into a pigeon, you can turn into a dragon. We've seen that.
Yes.
Now, I don't think that's what you're talking about, so I don't want to get like gotcha you.
Yeah.
I think they're talking about more of the like avatar customization, having like horns or something like that. What additional playable species? I don't know. I think it's not going to be too crazy. I'm not sure what they're talking about with fairies, to be honest.
Well, we've seen those like glowy things. I assume they're just fireflies, but you never know. They could be fairies. It's not confirmed. They are fireflies. Actually, no, it is.
They mention it like playable character.
Yeah. So I don't know. Would you want to transform into a little tiny little fairy and go fly around?
I mean, you definitely can.
Yeah.
I think in terms of avatar, though, it's going to be your avatar with slight differentiations. Would you be able to add a tail to your character? I hope not. That would add a lot of...
Well, the furries were like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hope you can't make a tail. I'm sure you'll get like cat ears or something like that.
Just become a Farron. There you go.
Yeah, you can already become a Farron.
Yeah, then that's your tail.
So you can like pretend to be species, I guess, and there'll probably be like costumes that'll make you look like an ogre or Trork, like a Trork hat or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure. I don't know. I think that's something we'll have to find out more about.
Oh, for sure. And hopefully, maybe they'll discuss it at Highcon.
Vinceworm, how do you think music CDs, records, maybe even other type of physical music will be implemented into Hytale, if at all? That's a cool question. I like that.
That is a really cool question. I like that. We saw in the trailer and in literally one of the first images on the Hytale website, there is guitars. We've seen that also in like a blog post banner. I know that. I don't remember if there's any other musical instruments though. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I don't know. I know there's that like guitar banjo thing.
Yes.
So there is an instrument. If it's playable, I don't know. I hope it is.
It looks like
that will allow for. Yeah, I mean, there's an emote, right? There was an emote of the guy playing the banjo. I think so. So it could have been. I think it was a postcard where we saw a guy playing a banjo.
I think so.
I think I know the postcard. Yeah, so there will hopefully be a lot of instruments to play around with, because that's something I played like very shortly, Sea of Thieves with friends, and you could just pull out all these different instruments and just play sea tunes, and that was super fun.
Oh, really?
And I love games that let you just pull out an instrument and play music. I think that's super fun, especially in a multiplayer setting with your friends.
Were you playing the Wellerman song? Soon, hey, the Wellerman. Yeah, I don't want to get copyrighted. That's cool. That's really dope.
Yeah, but are there going to be jukeboxes or music CDs? I don't know. That's something
I hope so.
I don't think we've ever seen. I hope so. I think it adds a cool vibe. Something you can just play whenever you enter your house or something like that.
See, the way I see it, like, I don't want a jukebox like we have in Minecraft, which is just a freaking square. I want like a good old fashioned like 60s, 70s jukebox.
Yeah, like a 60s jukebox.
Yeah, they're sick, man. And
just have like all the records in there, and it'll like play a song in rotation, so it doesn't like just stop. I think that'd be dope.
Hytale, we're giving you ideas here. Make us a nice 60s jukebox, because I'm sure somebody in the world will make a nice like 50s diner or something and put a nice little jukebox in there.
So Dusty Porcupine asks something similar to the previous question. I wonder how in-depth customization will be in-game separate from avatars. I hope more customization and armor choices could prevent what happens in Minecraft where everyone just wears the same enchanted netherite armor. That's a very good point. And yeah, that's something interesting to think about. Minecraft did put out that new update where you can put like I don't know what it's called. Is it glints?
Oh, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It looks like a skin. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, no, it's not a glint. But whatever the word, someone can correct me in the comments. There is like a new feature where you can customize your armor to make it look like a bunch of different ores, even though it's still netherite. So I think that's cool. And that adds a bit of a difference in variation. I think that the thing that Hytale needs to do is just add a bunch of armor sets. Just add a bunch of armor sets and a bunch of them that are really good. So there isn't like one single armor set that's like better than the rest.
Yes.
They all have like different abilities. So one of them gives you attack up, one of them gives you like a haste style, one of them gives you speed, and that way you change based on the playstyle.
So do you think, if just say for example you go into like a colder area like Zone 3, you think you'll have to wear more like wool armor or maybe like heavy armor to keep you warm?
That'd be dope.
For example, because we've seen in Zone 2 they have like the hoods and like the really light sand sort of repellent armor, I guess, right? So
yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, I used to be very against like having to wear like a temperature system and having to wear different armors.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom, the new Zelda game, again, and I've become really obsessed with all of its systems. I basically want Tears of the Kingdom to be Hytale right now. So at the current moment, yes, I think an armor system would be cool because that's the way Zelda does it. You can create different cooking recipes to prevent you from burning up or being too cold, and wearing different armor sets. And I think that's really fun in that game. So at the current moment, yes, I think it'd be awesome if we have a temperature system with like a woolly armor or like a robe to protect you from the heat.
How about a like radiation gear? Because I know Ark does this in Ragnarok or something like that. One of the Ark games. It's one of my favorite ones. I forget. It's like when you go, it's underground. It's really dope. And to go in this underground area, you have to have like this radiation gear, or else you're dead, basically. So you think maybe they have that for the Nexus or Zone 5, maybe Zone 6?
Yeah, I mean that could be cool to have like a space gear.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a special suit to prevent you from toxins or something. Yeah, I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, I think so as well. Cool.
But don't make that like a main part. Just make it like a small thing.
Yeah.
Because I think otherwise it would get annoying.
Like if anything, maybe just make like a mask where you can breathe. Maybe not like a full-on armor set or something. But
another thing that could be cool is just dyeing your armor.
Yeah.
I know Minecraft has that with leather armor, but who wears leather armor? Make that accessible to more armor sets. I feel like it could kind of be hard when it's like metallic armor pieces. It's like, how do you dye that? Like
same with like chainmail a little.
Yeah. I mean, not every armor set has to be dyeable, but I think if a lot of them have customization options, I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, even with those like little shiny things, like you can add like a little gold tint or like a red tint on your black armor just to make it look freaking dope.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like that.
RPG Penguin asks, my favorite Hytale song is Canyon of the Many Suns. What is yours? What is your favorite Hytale song, Chris? I am pulling up the Hytale songs right now.
Yeah, let me pull up the OST list real quick. Actually, no, I don't have to. It's Into the Endless Sky. I love that song. It's a short one. It's one of the newer ones, actually. I think it's phenomenal. Great for background music in YouTube as well. But that's not the reason I like it. I think it's just it's just so upbeat, happy, and fun, and I really like it.
It's the newest one too.
Yeah.
I'm listening to it right now.
It's good, man. It's good.
It is really pretty. So I'll give it like some easy ones. Ooh, oh wait, it's this one. I do like this one.
Yeah, I know, it's good. There's also what's the name of it? The one that like everybody uses as background music.
Traveling Band.
That one does hit. It's not that
Kweebec
one.
Village?
No.
No, A New Adventure.
A New Adventure, yes, A New Adventure. But like
New Adventure is like the default track.
Yeah, A New Adventure, but the remix that one random like not English speaking guy made is fire. I forget what it's called.
New Adventure Hytale remix.
It's fire.
I've not heard this.
Oh,
is
you've
it a
definitely
lo-fi
heard it.
remix?
I have it right here. Hold up, music.
That's so interesting. I've not heard this.
It's called Remix A New the lo-fi remix. It's like 3 minutes. It's dope.
Bet. I will definitely listen to that. Yeah, I think there's I don't know, I can't pick a favorite. Is that a bad answer?
No, yes it is,
Myne. I'll pick Into the Endless Sky.
It's good, I'm telling you.
I'll pick yours. But I think all of them are great. Yes. It's hard to pick your favorite. It's like picking your favorite child.
Yeah, like some have their moments. Like, for example, Night on the Dunes, fire. Obviously, if you're in Zone 2, like, it's gonna hit way harder than if you just listen to it when you're, like, in Zone 3. Ancient Tombs is fire as well. What's the one underground? A New World or A World Below or whatever? A World Below. It comes in with a bang and is great for the Zone 4 caves.
Yeah, I think they all fit their aesthetic, and then if you're in a certain mood, then a certain song will be better than the other ones.
Exactly. Like Gaia's Laminate, or I don't even know how to say it.
Gaia's Lament.
Lament.
We'll do 2 more questions.
Okay.
Jimmy the Fish once again asks, do you think mobs will spawn depend on light level, or will light not be a factor at all for mob spawns? Also, will sleep mechanic be similar to that of Minecraft or different? I want to tackle the second one first. I think the sleep mechanic is going to be the same thing.
I think you're just going to like right click your bed and then you're going to sleep.
Yeah, and then you pass the night. Or it could be a thing where you choose how long you sleep. So you could choose to sleep until morning, noon, afternoon, or midnight.
Oh, interesting. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Maybe, for example, if cactus farmers like going or whatever, you need to check it. But
I mean, if there's certain things that happen at night, you want to skip to night.
Oh, I see.
Or certain thing, or I don't know. There's a lot of reasons to skip to a certain time.
Do you think in Hytale you'll be able to sleep during the day if it's dark enough, or
if that feature is in there, to take a nap? It wouldn't be sleeping; it would be taking a nap then.
Yeah. So maybe you won't be able to do it as long.
Maybe, or you could. Maybe it's not as like game breaking. It's just sleeping to a certain time.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
Yeah. The only thing you'd have to think about is will crops grow in that time, or like farms work in that time.
If you're the only one, I'd have to say they would grow.
Yeah, because at that point you could just like spam sleep and all your crops would be grown. So I don't know about that. That's something.
Well, maybe
not my problem to think about. I don't know.
Maybe, for example, it'll say like, "I'm not tired, bro. Like, do something." But
maybe
we'll see. Yeah.
Do you think mobs will spawn depending on light level?
Did they already talk about that? Have they talked about that before? It sounds familiar.
I don't remember. It does sound very familiar.
It sounds familiar. I would have to say no.
I don't think they will either.
No, I don't think they will. I mean, maybe. Like
I hope not. Like personally, I hope not, because it's the most annoying thing, especially if you're a builder. If you're a builder, and you're working on a cool building, you have to light every single thing up, even though it looks bad, with torches or glowstone everywhere.
Yes.
And the fact that creepers exist. Creepers spawn in the smallest nooks and crannies. Where you think there's enough light, but apparently there's not enough light, and then they blow up your chests of resources and building and ruin your entire day. Yeah,
they do that, and I don't know. I feel like mobs in Hytale have like specific areas where they can spawn.
Yeah, I also don't think it makes sense. Like maybe in caves.
Caves would make sense, and then I don't know, maybe just like the regular surface world, like maybe on grass or like on dirt. Just say, for example, you're building a house and you have like a wooden floor. Maybe they wouldn't spawn on the wood.
Yeah.
Maybe they'd spawn on the dirt, maybe beside your wood. That could be a good thing for builders, but who knows, really?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like because of the way that the mobs have been shown off, like all of the Trorks are in Trork camps, all of the goblins are in goblin camps, all of the skeletons. Well, do we know about skeletons?
I don't know. It looks like they just spawn.
So. Skeletons could spawn randomly, but like for a majority, they spawn in a certain.
But it also seems like they come through the ground. Remember in the trailer?
Yeah. I don't know. That's something we'll have to wait and find out.
Yes, it is.
Last question for this episode. Cheesy Kira asks, how do you think the community will change once the game releases? Ooh, that's a loaded question.
I love questions like this because there's endless possibilities. I think the community is going to freaking be absolutely bananas and massive once the game releases, and there's going to be so many new content creators out there. It's going to be fun meeting everybody. Going to be so many artists, YouTubers, modelers, music composers. It's going to be cool, and it'll be really cool just seeing the interactions with the new people compared to the OGs that are in the community right now. And I want to see like what happens if they come to us, or do we go to them? Like, who knows, really?
Yeah, how do you think the community will change? I think it will not be as tight-knit, obviously. I think it can't be.
What?
It can't be as tight-knit as it is,
right?
Because of how big it will be. This game, I don't think people understand how big this game is going to get. And so many people like say it's copium or like bias, but I like genuinely believe like when it comes out, it will be the biggest game at the time, for a while. Everyone.
That's good for us. That's good for us.
And the only reason I say that is because of Riot Games. Riot Games know. Connor said this in his video too. Very good, well-written video. He said Riot Games lets you know when a game is out. Like if they're releasing a game, you will know about it. Think about how when Valorant launched, there's not a single place you couldn't go without hearing at least about Valorant. You didn't have to like know much about the game or even like be interested in the game, but you heard Valorant was coming.
Valorant did a great job at marketing. I'm not even a first-person shooter type of guy, and I was in a Twitch stream trying to get a drop. I never played it personally, but I got a drop for it, and I never played it. So, like, I don't do that kind of stuff, guys, and I still wanted it. So, yeah, I mean, we'll know when Hytale comes out. The marketing's going to be freaking insane. That's probably what they're talking about.
I'm so excited for the marketing. Oh my God. I want to know.
Like, I want my friends to see, like, a Hytale trailer on YouTube. Like, slide into my DMs and be like, yo, this game's coming out now. And I'll be like, yeah, God, bro.
Real. I'm so excited for all of... I don't want to use the word, like, in a negative context. I think it's just the best way to describe, like, my normie friends... Yeah. Or like people outside of the community who might have heard me talk about Hytale.
My friends know about Hytale.
My friends know about Hytale too. But like some friends that I might not have really talked too much about Hytale about, for them to suddenly be talking about it and be like, this is
I have a podcast about this, right?
This is the game I've been talking about for 5 years now.
Yeah.
You're talking about it.
They're going to come back to us, and then there's going to be even old creators that like maybe left the Hytale community. They're going to come back to the Hytale community as well, and they'll be like, hey, what's up, boys? We're going to be like, what's good, bro? It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
You know what's one of the most things I'm excited about is Hytale being super big, us like having somewhat of a successful career, and then people who knew us but didn't know we did Hytale content be like, I know you.
Yeah.
Be like, wait, you do this? I'm excited for that.
Like, imagine the first time, like, some random kid comes up to you and be like, Myne? Like, that? Oh, I can't wait for that day. If it happens. Yes, I love Myne.
Swervy.
Myne?
Myne? Oh my God.
I could just imagine you walking into like a Highcon or a VidCon, go on stage to do a live Hytale podcast, and everybody on the podcast is like, Myne.
I hate that you even like made this into a possibility.
Okay. Well, only the real OGs are going to be here at the end.
Only people listening to this. I hope this doesn't spread. That's
on the bright side.
Fucking annoying.
On the bright side, TT's watching at this part, So TT is gonna. TT's gonna.
Oh, I'm gonna regret naming myself Myne if that becomes a real thing.
Oh my god,
where
it'll
in
be
real life
so
people
funny.
are gonna be Myne.
It's gonna be your intro.
I think that's gonna be it for the podcast. I
I
hope
think
you
so.
guys have forgotten everything in the past 5 minutes, so you don't say Myne.
It's
See
so
you in the
funny.
next one. Peace
Goodbye.
out.